I'm starting, Jack. God, what's happening right now? All right, let's hit it.
You hang up twice again.
But can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, let's get prayer going on. Let's start. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you, God, for this time. Lord God, we thank you, God, for finally getting everything straight away. Lord, whatever may be happening, help us to get this lesson through successfully. Oh God, that you get the glory. Oh God, bless my brother Seth. In the name of Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. So how you doing, my brother?
Good.
That's great. I had a chance to hear you play because your dad posted it. And I want to first say that you sounded excellent. I'm very proud of you, man. You sound great.
Play what?
You were playing Let the Glory of the Lord on Facebook.
Oh.
Because you know he posted it, right?
Yes.
But you sounded good, so nothing to be embarrassed about. But it also gave me a chance to hear you play it fully. And the greatest thing about listening back to yourself is that you can look at the things that you did good, but also look at things that we can fix. So you definitely have your right hand down. The melody is perfectly great. But let's go ahead and review the chords in our left hand and also talk about what we did last week, and we're going to build upon that, all right?
Mhm.
Cool. So we're in the key of C. So we know the C major scale in our left hand is C, D, E, F, G. Then with our middle, our pointer, and then our thumb, we end off that C scale. And going down is the same thing. The opposite, but the same principles applies in our left hand. We have our thumb on the C, pointers on D. Our middle finger hits our E. Then we do a crossover underneath. Notice how my thumb is going underneath my middle finger to the F, and then it's pretty much straight home from there. G, A. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right up to the octave C. Now, um, the melody, and that sounds perfect. That sounds great. The melody of the song, as you already know, mm-hmm, right? And the chords now that make this song special is now watch this. It's gonna go to the F chord. Back home to C. Alright? And I noticed that you played it perfectly in your right hand, but moving from the C to the F, it can be difficult. So I'll teach you something that makes it easy to learn how to switch your chords. I hear that sounds like a G chord. Yeah. Alright? So a good thing to practice for this week, and just in general as a musician, is to go from your C to your F. And I'll show you what my fingers are doing. So I'm starting with the C, E, G, right? That's my C chord. Now, when I go to my F chord, I'm using my C chord, I'll give you my fingering. I have my pinky, I have my middle, and I have my thumb. All right, that's how I'm voicing my C chord. But when I go to my F chord, I'm still going to use my thumb, I'm still going to use my pinky, but now I'm going to use my index finger. So it sort of looks like this. And here's my F chord. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So to get comfortable, just go like this. And I'll show you an exercise. I'll get my metronome up so we can do it in time. I will get my metronome up. And let's go ahead and plug in the metronome. Did you get a chance to get a metronome on Daddy's phone? If not,
Yeah.
I'll text it to him because I didn't text it, so it could be my fault.
Okay.
All right. And the metronome is channel 3. That's you?
Yeah.
I like that. That's the same chords I'm talking about. All right. Here's our metronome. Going from C to F. Perfect. Right. Right, that's just getting you comfortable from going. So. Watch this. Right, the F chord. Back home to the C chord. Alright, I'll do that one more time. To the F chord. Yep, there's the F chord. Now back to C. Alright, that is. Alright, let's go to the second part. So when you go to the second part, oh, start on the F or the 4. So I'll spell it. I don't want to go too fast, but we're going to start on the F chord. Oh, right? And the same way I'm voicing it is going to be F. It's going to be my pinky. My middle finger is going to be on A. And then my thumb's going to be on C. Yep, I hear it. Sounds great. So, do you want me to spell that D chord that I did after I did the F chord? So I was like, oh, oh. Okay. So we're gonna go, oh, oh, oh. Da-da-da. Let it rise. I'll spell it for you. So you already know this chord, F, A, C. But take your pinky and raise it up to the F sharp. It's a little awkward, but you'll get used to it. F sharp, A, C, and then I think you jumped a little bit. It's F sharp, A, and then C. All right.
Okay.
A little uncomfortable because your pinky's sort of hitting a black key, but we're just going to use it as a passing chord. Oh, you're starting on B. Sorry, Seth. I can hear it. You're starting on B flat. That's a B flat chord. I want you to play similarly. I hear what you're doing. Move that down 2 whole steps. So it's going to start on F sharp. Yep, there you go. F sharp, A, yep, and then C. Perfect. Yep, perfect. And it's an awkward chord, I will admit that. But that's the exact chord that you want to hold in that moment. Because when you start to hear the song in context, you're going to be holding that chord. But if there's a bass player or if someone is in the on the organ playing the bass note, it's going to be the bass is going to be the D right here. So your responsibility as a piano player would be just this chord like you're doing right now. Oh, it's just passing to this. Oh, let it rise. Or, all right. So let me put it all in context so it makes sense. So first bar. I'll show you that. Next part. Now, I played that a little bit different. I actually started right on the D chord. I was like, oh. You can do it either way. You can start on the F. Oh, oh. But what I want you to definitely get is capture that D chord that I'm just teaching you right here.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
No.
Okay, great. Now, we started. You got a question?
No.
Okay. Now, we started to talk about 2 more chords to add to your tool belt as a musician. One is the A chord, which is 6. And I think we did the D chord, which was that. But today, we're going to learn the last 2 chords for now in the key of C. So you learned your C, you learned your F, you learned your G, you learned your A, and you learned your D. The 2 left that you have to learn is your E chord and your 7 chord, which is B chord. All right?
Okay.
All right. Everything all right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
It's just my sister.
All right, gotcha. All right, so now let's make context of that. Let's make sense of this. So I don't think, yeah, there is those chords in the let it rise. So I'll play it slow and I'll add those chords for you, all right? Let me teach you that right there. I don't know if you caught it. So the second part of it, let the praise of our King, when it goes to that 4. All right. So let's expand this. Let's start playing the same song. Instead of voicing your left hand like that, let's do an inversion like we learned last week. And let's do E, G, and C. And that's going to be my pinky, my middle, and my thumb. Can you do that like that? The C chord like that? One more half step up. Yep. To the C. Yep. It's still a C chord. All right, now watch this. that?
Mhm.
So watch. So you know this already. Watch this. And now I'm at F. Now you may say, how did you get to F just now? What I just taught you was a passing chord. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, and what a passing chord is getting you from one point to another point. It's getting you from the C, which is number 1, which is our 1, to the F, which is 4. We're going to do a passing chord. Now, are you ready to learn it?
Yes.
If not, I don't have to teach you the passing chord this week. I want to sort of just get it in your mind that we're playing it like almost the bare minimum, but I'm trying to expand upon what you already know.
Excuse me.
I'm right here. What's up?
This thing has 10 more batteries left.
Oh, you want to go get a charger?
I don't know what a charger is. And there's no plug. The plug won't fit.
I'll get it.
Okay. So, and don't worry, this is going straight to YouTube too, so you can watch it if anything does happen. We're recording straight to YouTube. So the passing chord, it's a new thing. What kind of analogy can I give you? It's almost like, what's your favorite basketball team? Anyone? Steph Curry, Golden State Warriors, anybody?
South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina, you like college basketball. Okay. Do you know who Steph Curry is, though?
No. Like South Curry? Yes, I know that.
Steph Curry, the basketball player.
Yes, I know him.
Okay. So, sometimes, if Steph Curry wants the ball, he has to move around, and they have to pass it to him. He has to break loose, get open. Think of it like this. If Steph Curry can't get the ball at one point, he has to move somewhere else to get open and then go there. Well, we're going from, the song is only so much chords. It's going from C to F. But you can actually add some extra chords there to make it sound a little bit more pretty. So, I'll try to explain it. So the first way we learned it was this. Alright, so I just went from C to F. Now tell me if this sounds a little more prettier. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Alright, that's called a passing chord, which I'm going from one part to another part, but ultimately I'm still getting to my F. I'm just adding something in between. It's almost like a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and you add some marshmallows to it. It's a little more flavor, but it's still the same bread, still peanut butter and jelly. So we're adding a little more fluff to this chord. I'll explain it to you. So we're starting on C. What we taught you the inversion though. So it's all right, and ultimately I want to get to this chord, which is my F. Before I get there, I'm doing this. All right. So I'll break that. This is a new chord down. This, and in context is. All right. I'll slow it way down, and I'll put my metronome on so I can have a beat behind me. I'll slow you down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. All right. Here's the new chord. All right. All right. Let's try to do it together, and I'll spell it out for you. My pinky is on F. My pointer is on B flat. Yep, so F, F, yep, B flat, and then your thumb is on C. Sounds great, Seth. All right, and the only thing you're gonna do now, do you have that C in your thumb?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, awkward chord, and like we said a few weeks ago, music is all about muscle memory. So some of the new chords that we're learning this week, just like last week, I encourage you just to get used to them. So sometimes just do that, but you're getting your fingers used to holding it like that. And the last part of this chord is when you're going to drop your pinky down to the E. All right? So you have your F at first, F, B flat, C, but you're going to drop this pinky down to the E. It's called a resolution.
Yeah, Mom said to take me to Stella's house.
All right. Did you catch that, Seth?
Yes.
All right, so. All right. I'll put it all in context for you. I'll put it all in context for you. The C in the new position, inverted. Here's our new chord right here. Now I'm on F. Now, I like the way things are turning out because now you're adding to the song. Like I said, you're playing the song flawlessly in your right hand. Now we're going to make the song a little bit fatter by adding new chords to your left hand. And if there's anything that's not making sense, just stop me. So you learn this. All right, so what, saw that new chord right there? Excellent.
Yes.
All right, so I'll spell that to you as well. Let's play it with me. You have F. Start with your pinky on F. Okay. Move a little bit down. Move one octave down. I think you're up here. Move one octave down. Down, sorry, the other way. Perfect. That's the F I want you to hold. So you got F right here. Hit A. Hit B. So you have F, A, B, D. All right. Now let's just play that a few times so you can get used to it. So just go. Yep, get used to that particular chord. Okay. Now, where do you use that, you may say? You use that at the end of the song. So you saw how I used that right when I got back to my C chord? All right. We've been using the same song last week too. That's called the cadence or ending. That's you can always use the chords we've been learning, G, but we're building upon the G chord and we're actually going right here. All right. So the chord that you just learned is what I'm playing right now in my left hand. And then back to your C chord. All right? All right, now let's stop. Let's stop. Because I want to make sure we're all on the same page. I taught you 2 new chords just now. Do you want me to put it in another song to sort of make sense of it?
No.
Just for safety, I will, though. All right. What's the song? ABC. Let's go. Let's do "Happy Birthday to You." All right. In the key of C, so we know our C major scale. All right. Now, this song, everyone knows it. See that? There goes the new chord that we just learned. So I'm going from C to the new chord. And this is called the G chord as well. But the G is taken away. It actually should be in the bass. All right?
All right.
So, happy birthday to you. Back to the 1. Now, here's the chord that I taught you. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Excuse me. So, all right. That's the chord. That's the chord. Can we review that? You still there, Seth?
Yes.
All right. Let's review that. So the spelling of it, our new chord is going to be F, A, B, D. All right. I'm hearing other notes that I don't know if it's in that chord. Pinky on F. Yep. A. B. D. Perfect. Yep. That's a new chord, so it has to be something that you practice. That's exactly it. Your hands are going to get used to doing that kind of chord right there. That takes practice. And you use that chord anytime the song is about to start over. So let's stick with now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? You hear how that fits? And I want you to be able to hear that because you have really good ears. You should be able to hear the difference between that G chord and the F chord. So, next time, won't you? That didn't fit as well as what we just learned. Sing with. Do you hear the difference? Or, okay. All right. That's when you would use it. I think I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. I am going to have you do the song that we've been doing, Let the Glory of the Lord shine among us, or rise among us, excuse me. And I want you to be able to add those new chords in your left hand. Is that too hard of a homework assignment, or is that okay for you?
I don't really know how to do it.
Well, that's good. That's why I want to teach you. So what part is hard for you? Is it hearing when the song changes, or is it not knowing when to go to the next chord? What's particularly hard for you?
Not knowing when to go to the next chord.
Perfect. All right. So we'll count. We'll count. This song is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let the glory of the Lord 4 shine among us. There's 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So music usually, normal music is in 4/4. Every beat, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We clap on the 2 and 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same thing with playing the piano. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you go to the F, it's starting on the 1 beat. So I will not sing the words, but I'll count the numbers and I'll play the notes as well. So I'll do it slow. 1, 2, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm struggling right now. I apologize. Let me slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put my metronome on so I can stay in beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Notice how when I came in on the F, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It starts on the 1. Makes sense, kind of? Because I'm struggling with my counting and playing for some strange reason. 1, 2, 3. Yes, no, maybe not.
Yes.
Okay, so it's in the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. F chord 3, 4. C chord. You know what I'm saying? It's in the beat and it starts on the 1. So we start on C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Watch, here's the F right here. F, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put the melody in and the metronome in. Metronome and melody at the same time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Here's our F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you can hear ever so slightly, every time the 1 goes starts back over, it's a different beat. It's almost accented. If you can hear, like, you hear that? It's like a special beat just for the 1, 1. That shows you where the top of it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you hear that particular beat, that's either you stay on the same chord or you move to another chord. Stay on the same chord. Stay on the same chord. We're going to the F chord now. All right. Now, this may be like, audio, you're going way too fast. That's the beautiful thing with the metronome. So we can slow it down as you're practicing next week for the homework. Slow it down. So 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go to the F chord right here. Back home. Yeah. Right. It's getting comfortable, and you have great beat, you have great ears. It's almost now like putting it all together, going from the C chord to the F chord. And the beautiful thing about music is if you hear yourself making a mistake, you know that you can correct it because it's either going to be the C chord at that part or the F chord. Get what I'm saying? You still there?
Yes.
Okay, good. I didn't know if we lost signal. All right. So It's getting those two chords together. So I won't even build upon that. Let's try to get the fundamentals down. Then we'll work on adding new chords. Before we close out the lesson in about 10 or 15 more minutes, I will talk about what we learned today, but I want to spend this time together making sure that the fundamentals are there, because music is like building a house. You have the basement, you have the foundation, then you have the next floor, you have the second floor. But if we don't get the fundamentals down, which is the C chord to the F chord, it's going to be hard to add more chords to that. So I want to make sure that that we get it. And thank you so much for telling me that something didn't make sense, because now we can focus on that. All right. Now, we got the C chord, we got the F chord. The last part of the song is oh, 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 which is oh, 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 let it rise. So oh, let it rise. All right. So you already have the right hand down. I won't even play it, but I will put the metronome on so you can have it in beat how you should do the left hand. And it's the same principle on the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time you play a new chord, it's usually going to be on the top of that 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And that's the beautiful thing about this song, that all your chord changes in your left hand happen on the 1. So let's go back to our metronome. And the last part of the song is oh, let it ride. One more time. Oh, let it ride. I'll count it one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So every time the 1 comes, it's a different chord. So 1 D chord, 1 G chord, back to C, C chord. All right. Can you sort of feel the pulse or the beat? Dum, dum, dum. Good. Because as long as you can feel that pulse, that's the beat of the song. Mm, mm, mm. All right. And that's that. And the spelling of the chord is F sharp, as we said earlier today, A and C. Going to your, this is the new chord that you learned today, but you did an excellent job getting it down. It's going to be F sharp, F, A, B, and D. Before you're playing G, B, D, we're adding some new chords to it, notes to it. So it's no longer G, A, B, that's just a G triad. Let's expand it, all right? Set. Got that? That's the new chord. So when you start to put that together, are there any other challenges? Like you said that you weren't hearing the beat, and my solution to that is trying to practice with the metronome. But were there any other challenges that you're running into not playing the chords in your left hand? Seth?
Yes.
You still there?
Yes.
Okay. Were there any other challenges that you're having?
No.
Okay. Then let me give you an exercise to do. All right. And you can look back at the YouTube video and look at it. So here's an exercise that you can do. You can do C, F, G, C. All right. So you got C, F, and do this in time. I'm sorry. Let's do this in time. 1, 2. So it's going to be C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C. So every 4 beats switch to a new chord. What this exercise will help you to do is get used to playing more than just your C chord in your left hand, but you'll be comfortable playing your F chord. And watch this. After you do this, after a few minutes, speed it up a little bit. So I was doing that at 80. Let's speed it up to 100. Listen to the difference. Let's actually move to 110. See, let's get a little bit faster. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. You get that down. Speed it up a little bit to like 150 or so. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you're doing is getting your left hand, which isn't your dominant hand. You said that you write with your right hand. You're allowing your left hand to get strong enough to play and match up with your right hand. So when you're doing it's hard to do that if your left hand isn't comfortable playing those chords in the time. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. So that's an exercise that you can work on. I already know you have Let the Glory of the Lord down. I heard you sound excellent. Building upon that, comfortable with the left hand. Now we have about 10 minutes because we started after the 6:30 hour. So what I'm going to do now in the last few minutes is just review those passing chords that we learned. You don't have to necessarily learn it for next week, but I want you to always have it on your YouTube file to look at where we're going, where we've been. You have everything down very good. I'm proud of you. Sound great. But where we're going and how to add to it. So I'm going to play Let the Glory of the Lord. I'm going to sort of expand it where we haven't gone yet, but something to look forward to in the next lesson to come. And I'm going to use what we learned last week, some inversions. You'll be able to follow along because the notes are on the screen, but I'm going to add some inversions to what we've been learning. We learned this. Here's a new chord of the week. New chord one more time. And I'm going to close it right here. Oh. All right. Now, all these chords, believe it or not, you already know. what I did just now was I used my inversions. I'm not doing my C chord down here, but I'm bringing this C up here, and I'm inverting it so it's E, C, G. You know that we spoke about that last week. But if you have any questions, let me know. I went to my F chord right here. That's the F chord. That new chord is the only thing I did differently is that I didn't use the G chord that we did a few weeks ago, which is G, B, D. I did F, A, B, D. Similar, but it's more color. It's adding more to it. So these are the things to look forward to in the weeks to come. Question though, did you get a chance? I know that you were on vacation with your family last week. I hope you had a great time. Did you get a chance to listen to Art Tatum or Oscar Peterson?
No.
Okay.
There was no internet there.
Okay, no worries, man. That's definitely some people to listen to this week. And what they're going to show you is how to use all the piano, but they're using the same left-hand chords that I've been teaching you, but they're comfortable. They're comfortable doing it very quickly. Great people to listen to, all right? So before we go, any questions or anything that you're having trouble with that you want me to highlight or talk about?
No.
Okay, so 3 things to keep in mind. 1, the metronome, getting used to the C chord, the F chord, the new G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So every 4 beats do a different chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get what I'm saying? That's one thing. The second thing to do is get comfortable with the chord, with the G chord right here. All right, that's a new chord. And the last thing to do is, if you get a chance, check out Art Tatum and Oscar Peterson. Great piano players, and they will most likely inspire you to show you what you can be. They have incredible musicianship, and I know that you're going to be a great musician yourself. So those are the 3 things to do. But if you have any questions during the week, let Dad know, and I can show you anything that you're having struggles with. All right.
All right.
All right. Mom, Dad around? I don't know if they have any questions before we close. Is your mom or dad around?
Yay.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's good. I was. Mm-hmm.
I don't have any questions. Just, I think you already went over what needs to practice
Yes.
throughout the week.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to set up, we kind of got off schedule with the vacation, but we're going to set up a time every day for him to work on a few things.
Okay.
So he can, because he usually practices like the day before.
That's fine.
So we try to get him a day, kind of put in his day-to-day routine.
Gotcha.
But no, I don't have any questions. I didn't get the invoice though. Did you send me the invoice?
I did send it to your husband, but I'll double check to see if it may not have gone through properly.
Well, okay, I'll get it from his email.
Oh, that's on me. I forgot you said send it. That's my fault.
That's okay. I'll just he can, don't worry about it. I'll just tell him to log on and forward it to me.
Okay.
But no questions. He just I think I heard I was kind of in and out, so he needs to work on his left hand. You said.
Yeah, because he has his right hand down perfectly.
Okay.
And he's right-handed, so his right hand is the dominant hand anyway. So the left hand is definitely something to work on. That's all.
Okay, and he already has exercises right for his left hand to work on,
He
right?
does, and I'm gonna send him the YouTube video because we have that recorded as well.
Yeah. Okay, but no, thank you a lot, and
Certainly.
sweet. All right. Other son wants to get lessons too, but once we kind of get settled back in, I can try to look at the schedule and
Gotcha.
get them started. You have any questions, Ash? Have any questions? He's kind of quiet, so you really have to prompt him to ask questions.
Okay, he did. He told me what he was struggling with earlier, so I appreciate that, Seth. And I just heard that G chord. Sounds great. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm looking forward to next time.
All right, thank you. Please tell Jacqueline I said hello.
Will do. All right. Take care.
All
Bye,
right,
Seth.
bye.
Bye bye.